Well, hello, Taurus. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you guys are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. So, Taurus, we're going to go ahead and see what's going to come out here for you for the weekend. Of course, you guys already know this energy can stretch out a little bit further than that, but we're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Taurus. So let's get it. This is for Taurus. Let's see what comes out here for you, Taurus. Ooh, this is really good. So the first card that's coming out said it's telling you something really good to get you motivated, to get you going on this Saturday morning. It literally says, or whenever, because you may hear this again, and it could be any day. Um, but it says a new dawn is emerged or is arriving. It says this is a time to celebrate the change, the newness, the growth that you're going to experience. It says beginnings come in many forms. This could signal a time for a new job, a new home, a new relationship, some type of creative endeavor. Either way, there's going to be some new beginnings. It says, stop to appreciate all the steps that you have taken along the way. So I really, really like this new beginning card because when we pull the tarot, we're going to see what that's all about. It's going to be a little bit more specific, but this one said it covered the bases. Now, I'm also seeing that for this week, a lot of you guys are preparing for church. I do see more so a spiritual energy for you guys this weekend. And I don't know why I've been seeing that with you more than Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius to me are always very, very spiritual. But I'm seeing, either some type of prayer or visuals or ceremonies, or like I said, it could be going to church. You haven't been to church in a while. And it can literally just you praying. Like this could be your ritual or some type of routine that you're going to be participating in. But I do see something like that here for you, Taurus. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Taurus. Some of you are dealing with a fire sign. That person just tried to pop out. They went back in. This is for Taurus. This is for Taurus. Now, the next card here this weekend, you're going to learn how to say no. Okay. Here it says your guides and spirits have heard your prayers and questions. So remember, I talked about the prayers and the ceremonies and all that other stuff. You guys have been sticking to certain type of routines, and now all of a sudden things are just going to start happening for you. And it's not really all of a sudden. You already knew, right? Because you had faith. Here it says heard your prayers and questions. Okay. And it says they are suggesting you to say no as your decision going forward. Now, see, this is really interesting because when we get into the tarot, we're going to find out, does this have anything to do with your children? Does it have something to do with family or a lover? Okay. Why are you putting up boundaries to say no? This could be very difficult, but either way, this is something that I'm seeing that you guys are going to be doing this weekend. Now we're going to go ahead and get one more here, Taurus. Let's see what comes out here for you, Taurus. Next card that's coming out is inheritance. Ooh, this is really, really good. So it's something valuable is going to be given to you or passed down to you. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen this weekend, but it could. Someone can actually give you something. For some of you, you may find money on the ground. It could be something like that. Okay, it says this could be in the form of money, knowledge, sentimental value or items, spiritual wisdom. Again, I keep seeing that spiritual energy in your reading. It says you are receiving some type of gift from spirit. It says this could be an omen of a positive karmic return. Okay. You are being blessed with good fortune. Invest wisely. Make sure you protect all your blessings. I want to tell you why this is coming out. Now, remember, I said that could be with children, it could be with family members, friends, whoever, who are overstepping their boundaries. But for a lot of you, this has something to do with relationships that are karmic, meaning not good karmics. This is dead end. Okay. This is, someone in general that has exhausted you. You need to learn how to accept that this is not going to work. It's not going to go anywhere, right? It's time to let go. But that is the reason why I think that is coming out. But we're going to see with the tarot if that is truly the case. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. And whatever is in reverse, but you know that I read upright. But we're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Taurus. That's the card that flipped. It flipped in the upright. So you see the reason why you need new beginnings, because the Five of Cups talks about you sitting in a space of disappointment. And I'm not saying that you're crying. You could have already done that. You could have, already shed some tears, that type of thing. But this is just a sense of disappointment. Some of you guys are even at a place where you don't even have a lot of money, right? Your money is not at a good state. So I like the fact that there's going to be something. This is why it says even financially, you're going to experience a new beginning. This Five of Cups could be anything: money, love, depression. Okay. But this is what I see some of you guys are sitting in. And there's going to be a change. There's healing on the horizon for you. And I mean, really healing. And I don't see you doing it by yourself. Okay. So I do feel like there's going to be other people that are going to come into your life, or other people you're going to come across from what I see. But yeah, you definitely need a new beginning, especially with that Five of Cups. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Taurus, where are you guys at? I've been noticing even your readings have been a little low. Where have you guys been? Let's see, Taurus, Taurus. Come on in the room. If you guys can hit the like button, please do. That's a very unlikely Taurus energy not to. Let's go ahead and keep going. New beginning is definitely going to be a new job. And the reason being, for some of you, your money has been in a delicate state. Okay, like I said before. So I definitely see that there is going to be, this is a good money omen, working really, really hard. And it literally says working hard. So the Eight of Pentacles is talking about, maybe having two jobs. For some of you, you may have, one job that you work really, really hard on, and that money is going to progress. Let's say if you have your own business, but either way, I see money is going to get better. But with the Five of Cups, it just hasn't been there for some of you. It just hasn't. And I also feel that some of you guys are working hard on some type of litigation case. So I see you coming together with some type of, I don't know if this is a counselor team, like maybe a lawyer, but it doesn't have to be. I feel like this is other people as well that you're kind of coming together with in order to like win a case. So I do see that. But again, I totally see something dealing with work and career. For some of you, you haven't worked in years, but I do see it. I do see it in your reading. Now let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Taurus. This is going to be for Taurus. You got the look, healthy boundaries. This card literally says your guides have heard your prayers and your answers, and they are telling you to say no as your decision. And remember, I said that this has something to do most likely with a relationship that isn't going anywhere. Okay. It feels like it's someone that you've been dealing with, maybe someone that you've been hooked on for a while. And it's easy for you to say no, but not easy, right? It's hard for you to say no to your children a lot of the times, depending on if you feel the need to take care of them. Sometimes even with family members, it's hard to say no because you feel guilty if you're not there for them, right? Relationships are usually the more on the easier side, especially if you're not married to them, you don't have children, but it's still not easy, right? But I do feel like there's been taken advantage. Like you need to guard your heart, guard your mind here with the Seven of Wands. That's basically what it's saying. Okay. So I do see that for a lot of you, you guys may have blocked someone and this person is attempting to come back in. For a few of you, that's basically what that means here with the Seven of Wands. Okay. But yeah, I like the fact that you guys are putting your foot down with that energy. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Taurus. This is for Taurus. Ooh, you guys have the Five of Swords here. Let me move this over so you can see. It's because if you do not block your energy, you're going to end up in this Five of Swords space. I'm not really liking that, okay? Because the Five of Swords definitely talks about conflict, whether it's internal or whether it's outside of you. Okay, that's just what I'm saying. I see a lot of spying, a lot of gossiping. Now you have two fives here. You have the Five of Cups and you have the Five of Swords. I'm not liking that. Because again, sitting in the heart of it is that, your desire to start something new or your drive to actually start something new, but it does feel like there's things or people or situation that is getting in your way, that is in your way. Totally see it with the say no, right? And then you had the Seven of Wands, very defensive. Okay. I do feel like there is someone who you feel could be watching you. And I'm not going to use the word stalk, but I do feel like there is someone who you feel is watching you in some way, whether it's on the internet, whether it's through someone else's account, whether it's, gossiping, someone's trying to get information through friends or family members, or it could be, by your house, going by your house. But I definitely feel you feel like someone is watching you in some way. Okay. Now, here with the Five of Swords, like I said before, if you are in a connection with someone, I don't see it lasting, not necessarily lasting as if it's going to be an end forever, but I do see some type of disruption or argument. Now, that is what I want to get into the read and see what this is all about. It started off with the five, ended with the five. I don't like that energy, because this is what's going to really change your outcome or the reading. Now, let's go ahead. What I'm going to do is clarify the Five of Cups. Let's see what comes out here for Taurus. Let's clarify Five of Cups. Okay, a connection that was pretty much short lived. You're dealing with someone who flirts a lot. This is someone who you thought was a twin flame. This is someone who you thought was a yin to your yang. Okay, and they activated a lot in your heart, but they ended up being a big disappointment. That's what I see, right? And it ended up feeling more so like a flame. You were in a relationship with them, but it did not. You didn't get the outcome that you thought that you were going to get. And for some of you, you were talking to this person for years, so this is not like, let's be honest. Like, I say that, and some people be like, "Well, I've been talking to this person for 5 years." I'm like, "Okay, what did you get from the connection?" Well, maybe a couple of socks, right? Like, you really didn't get what you wanted clearly, right? And so even here, this is what's so interesting is that this is almost for some of you like a personal crisis, because again, you believed that this person was something that they were not, and you had a hard time. You still have a hard time actually leaving this individual. Okay, so this weekend, I'm just going to tell you, it's kind of a struggle for you mentally and emotionally. Not for everybody, because some of that struggle is going to be with family. Like I said before, you're going to have to tell some people, no, you are off work, or you're going to have time where you're going to, have time to yourself. Don't allow anyone else to impose their will or their desires on you. But you may be facing that this weekend. Okay, I'm just telling you. Um, but yeah, with this cross, some of you feel like you are always in a position of being disappointed when it comes down to love, because again, this is the cross that you bear pertaining to love, meaning it has not been what you wanted. And a lot of you, you are severely disappointed, and you have been. Now we're going to go ahead and get that Five of Wands. We're going to see why that is coming out here. Let's get the Five of Wands. I like the fact that the Eight of Pentacles is saying you're disappointed, but you're still going to work on yourself. You're still going to focus on you. But let's get the Seven of Wands. I'm sorry, Seven of Wands, not Five of Wands. Some of you, you have a child by this person. Oh, this person is so stubborn. Did they block you? Like, this is the type of person, they'll come around when they're ready. They're comfortable with how they've been treating you. You've almost gotten comfortable with how the way they've been treating you. If we have to be real, in order for you to really get the type of life that you want, and I mean the vibrant life, the abundant life, good health, and all of that, dreams coming true, you've been blocking. You've been blocking it, dealing with someone who this ain't going nowhere, right? And I'm just saying from what I see, because the next card that's coming out is the Five of Swords. This has been hella confusing. Some of you are dealing with a Virgo, some of you are dealing with a Pisces, some of you are dealing with a Scorpio, some of you guys are dealing with a Sagittarius or a Leo. There's always interruptions. There's a coldness coming from this person. I don't know if you're with them or not, but there's this coldness, very indifferent to your feelings. You see the reason why it's saying no. So because what happens is that when you have this little pause, when you haven't talked to them, when you haven't been around them, it's almost like you forget that this is who they are. This is them. This is who they are. Like, and so the Seven of Wands is saying, no, you can't forget. This is going to be a time for you to heal. But I do feel like there's been these moments where, they give you enough time to forget about what they've done, and they'll come right back up in here. So you see why Spirit was like, you need to tell them no. And this is anybody, y'all. It could be for anybody. It does not have to be only for love, but I see it more so in a love situation. Now we're going to go ahead and get the Five of Swords. This is going to be for Taurus. Y'all have been crying your ass off because you really, really, really thought that this person was the one. You really did. And all along, this person have been lying to you. You had the mask. That's what hurts the most looking at this reading. Because again, they were projecting the whole time. You couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. You were trying, you were being big, you were always helping them out when they needed, or this person helped you out, because this could be vice versa. The person was always there for you, that type of stuff, or you were always there for this person. Now all of a sudden you don't even know them anymore. Because that's basically what this means. Someone who had on the mask, you're like, who the hell is this at my house? Who is this on my phone? Okay, so this is what it's about. And the Five of Swords is always my integrity card. The person lacked integrity. I would have never fallen in love with you. This is a shocking situation. A mask coming out with the Five of Swords, like that's enough to fight. Like, look at what you made me do. Look at what you made me believe, because it's also coming out with the waterfall. A lot of you were really in love with somebody, and you poured your soul to them, meaning telling them secrets, telling them stuff that you would have never told nobody. And look at what they did. And this is why I says this was a karmic anyway. Wasn't this crazy that this card in particular literally says this is an omen of a positive karmic return? Why did they say that? Because a lot of you have been hoping and wishing that this person was them. Oh, they'll change. Oh, they're not going to be this way forever. That's what you were hoping for. Now, every time you put yourself in that situation, you what they say, you F around and find out. Okay, because this person is driven by a lot of ego. They want to be by themselves. They have this independent spirit. And even though they may pretend that they need you. I'm not even saying that they didn't desire you, but they may pretend that they need you. But the thing is, they may need you, but not in the way that you want them to, or want, not in the way that you want them to. I just don't see it. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and get this inheritance. Let's see what you got from them. Okay. Because some of y'all got some bad vibes, you know, a lot of other stuff. Let's get this inheritance for Taurus. Look at this. Look at this. Not only did you get Mars, you got Snake. You develop really bad habits because of them too. Oh, some of y'all came up on some money, and this person didn't know when they first met you, but they turned into a completely different person if they thought they were going to take some shit from you. I hope you didn't tell them that you had $100,000 in the bank. I hope you didn't tell them that. I hope you didn't tell them that you inherited a house from somebody. Hopefully you don't tell them that. I know you didn't do that right. Okay. So inheritance things are talking about people in general, regardless if they're lovers or not. You don't tell people your business. And I know what happens is that you fall in love so much, and then you trust people, you start trusting them, and then boom, you start telling, like I told you before, you start telling them stuff that you wouldn't have told nobody else. That's crazy. I literally said that. And that's what a lot of you've done. And this has allowed the snake to slither in and be very deceptive. This is two cards that talks about deceptiveness. You had the mask, and now here it is, the snake. Now this could be a friend. You see the reason why Spirit is saying no. Because just as easily as you may have stopped talking to them and all of that, they can slither right back in. One opening gives them the opportunity to come in and take advantage of you. One opening. And this could also be someone who you end up marrying too quickly or too fast. Now you're shamed about it. Now you got all this regret. And this is also what they're going to be telling you. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, they're going to be feeling bad. Oh, please don't. Say no. Let's get it. There it is. There it is. Yeah, this person was totally unpredictable. Some of you guys were, let me tell you why they knew that they thought that they had it good. Some of you guys bought brand new homes or a big house. Some of you guys went on big vacations. Some of you guys bought a brand new car that was just, I mean, everybody, I don't think y'all know, but most people around me know I'm like in love with this. I think it's a Mercedes, one of those, I forgot what the line is, but the big body Mercedes with the, ooh, love it, right? So it's like you had certain things that that person was able to see. Okay. Now here you had lighthouse and it talks about now you're going to get back on course. Okay. Because you know better now. But again, Mars is letting me know, but they did some damage to, for some of you, to your income, to your pride, to your ego, that type of thing. And some of it has something to do with property. It has something to do with your money, maybe even with family. Some of y'all stop talking to family members because of these mofos. Okay. But so this weekend, basically what I'm saying for most of you is to stay safe, keep your mouth closed, protect the things that are valuable to you, is basically what this is saying. Anything in the second house too, because this came out, which is you. So anything in the second house to protect things that are valuable to you. That is what I see. But this is what I have for you here, Taurus. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you're interested in a personal reading. All the information is down below. I will see you guys back here again later. Bye, guys.